Welcome to the demo of the 26A feature, Redwood, Review and Correct Errors, when importing work orders and production transactions, in Oracle Fusion Cloud Manufacturing. With this feature, you can review and correct all the work order and production transaction records submitted through file-based data import and REST API that resulted in errors, using a Redwood experience. It addresses the need of supply chain administrators and implementation consultants by providing an efficient and user-friendly way to identify, review, and resolve data import errors while importing manufacturing work orders and production transactions from external systems, or when processing bulk data. With the ability to fix import errors for work orders and production transactions using a Redwood page and a DFDI spreadsheet, the error resolution process is streamlined and results in improved data integrity. Now let's walk through a short demo of this feature where we will see how, using a Redwood experience, you can review and correct all the work order and production transaction records submitted through FBDI and REST API that resulted in errors. First, we will log into the Work Execution Overview page. Next, we will click on the imported manufacturing work orders and transactions records in Error Action. We will select the errored records and click on Manage in Spreadsheet button. Next, we will fix the errors using the DFDI spreadsheet. Finally, we will resubmit the corrected records. After logging into the Work Execution work area, we will click on the imported manufacturing work orders and transactions records in Error Action. As you can see here, the imported manufacturing work orders and transactions records in Error page is rendered in Redwood and displays all the work order and production transaction records submitted through FBDI and REST API that resulted in errors. This page allows you to search for specific records using keywords and filters. The import filter chip allows you to search by work orders, operation, material and resource transactions. Let's select Work Order Operation Transactions option to search for an operation transaction that errored out during import. We will further narrow down the search by selecting Completed with Errors as the batch status. The desired record has been fetched. We will select the record and click on the Manage in Spreadsheet button to correct the record using a DFDI. This is the spreadsheet that got downloaded after entering the required credentials. We will verify the reason for which the transaction could not be imported by navigating to the Operation Transaction Header details. As you can see here, the transaction failed because the transaction date was erroneously entered, which needs to be fixed. We will select the current date as the transaction date. Next, we will set the status to Ready. We will also set the batch status to Ready. Having set the status, we will now upload the corrected operation transaction record. The transaction has been uploaded. Now let's re-query and fetch the record using the batch ID. As you can see here, the status of the record indicates that the record is ready to be imported. The import operation transactions process has to be subsequently run to import the corrected transaction. This is how you review and correct work order and production transaction records that failed to be imported using a Redwood experience. To summarize, with this feature, you can review and correct all the work order and production transaction records submitted through file-based data import and REST API that resulted in errors using a Redwood experience. This concludes the feature demo. Thank you for watching.